Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another TF Live TV cast. We're bringing the ozfortress Season 28 Week 6 Premiership Division matchup between two of the top teams in the division. Both of them have only dropped one map so far. We have Headcavers versus Jasmine Beef. I'm Fuzz. On production tonight is the ever wonderful Wiethoofd, and I brought him out from a long casting hiatus. It's been a long time since he has joined me on the mic. It is the one, it is the only yauch. How's it going, man?
Too bad, Spence. I don't think I warrant that kind of introduction, and I have absolutely no fucking clue what's going on here tonight. So this will be a good long time. It's good because I at least recognize every single name in the server, so you're not getting me to cast absolute randos. But I don't know. Like, these two teams look good, and they're full of players that have been good for a very long time. So it'll be a bit of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of the reason why I desperately asked you to come in. Ignoring all the other, if you followed various the TFTV events that went live, the various other people we had lined up to cast, availability might have been an issue here, but you know what? Both of us are here nonetheless. I mean, it's good that we have all these names that are recognizable because, of course, you know, this is the big prize pool season, the big COVID season. Everyone's stuck inside with good old social distancing. Thanks, Victoria, by the way. And you know, we got some money on the line. And people decide, hey, we can play TF2 for money now, so we'll do that. So yeah, we have some fairly recognizable names, and as I said off the bat, you know, these are two of the top teams. Arguably, you know, might be a grand final preview, but I mean, a match like this is definitely going to have big implications in terms of playoff seedings, especially so late in the season now. So it's quite impressive. On that note, I think we'll quickly talk about these teams as we're almost got everyone in the server, if not already. So starting off for Headcavers, we have the scout combination of Sam and Dork. On Roaming Soldier, we have Riot. Pocket Soldier, we have Hertz. Enrith is on Demo Man, and Doge is their medic. Do you want to take us through Jasmine?
Alright, so this isn't Jasmine as I once knew them. It is something other, but it's looking like a very strong roster nonetheless. Cookie and Lau are the scouts. Cookie being the combo scout, I'm led to believe. Silvo and Elmo are the soldiers. I'm a firm believer that soldier roles are a thing of the past, so what have you. Paulson's on demo is main, very well-established demo man. And Dave is on medic, and Dave is just a god of existing, so that's fun. Like, tell me if I'm wrong here, dude, but like, is this not 4 scout mains and they're just rotating through who's playing scout after they all get tilted playing soldier?
Pretty much.
And then obviously the prolific scout main that is Paulson too.
Oh yeah, obviously, you know, the king of the scouts on this roster. Elmo would never admit it, of course. And I'm sure if we had Elmo's comms for this game, it would mostly be insults directed at Paulson, but we'll let that one slide for now. But yeah, it's a quite heavy scout DM roster. But as you said, I mean, you know, soldier roles are a thing of the past, and frankly, you know, soldier as a class is a thing of the past because good old Valve had to keep on giving scouts some buffs, and now everything revolves around hit scan, and who doesn't love that?
I don't give a flying fuck. I don't like this game. But that's my take on it. Process is our first map, which will be a lot of fun because that's both maps, in fact, that we're playing tonight are really like demo man centric. I think like a good demo man can basically be the decide this mid single-handedly if he gets his angles right. And we've got the 2 best Australian demo man, barring Termo, I think, ever in the server right now. So that'll be a lot of fun to see, and it'll be even crazier on the DM Fest that is product a bit later on. So that's a fun matchup as well.
Yeah, I mean, we've got kind of some pretty classic maps. I think Process is like the, you know, how do you do map. I think it's just kind of the default. Everyone plays it. It's kind of boring, but, you know, it's not a bad map. It's not like it's Badlands or anything. And then Product, my opinion, the most, you know, criminally hated and underrated map pool because goddamn Koff actually needs some appreciation because if you know how to play it, it's actually a really fucking good teamwork map. But no, people just call it DM Fest. But, I mean, you know, we've got some smart gamers going on, so, you know, they'll figure stuff out pretty well. But I believe we're pretty much ready to go live here. So, I mean, hit me with a quick prediction, dude. Who's going to win?
Not me.
Not you. Perfect. I'm going to go for... I'm I'm going to go for a loser, and it is going to be Elmo's Sanity, because I think that's just a recurring thing. And here we go.
Yeah, I think that is a very, very safe prediction to make. Alright, we're off to the first mid. I'm on the Enrith cam because that's what Autospec has put me on, but I've said it's going to be the Demo Man matchup, and Silvo's rolling out fast. Both soldiers, oh shit, Hurch absolutely munts Silvo in the air. He hits the wall and then craters. There's a bit of BM already exchanged in chat, but that was absolutely sick. Well, Jasmine's positioning's really, really... Oh my god!
Okay.
Well, Cookie and Dave were backing out, but that was just like DM flex of a mid. Jasmine was so scared after that first pick went down, and it was like a demoralizing pick, so was going to be feeling real bad about himself after that one, and then Paulson just gets mulched with some coordinated aggression attempts. So even Ubers, but second and mid for the blue team.
I mean, Sam is, again, if anyone didn't know, Sam is very good at Scout, and that should just be a quick reminder of that. Dork, not too bad.
I think he got air stickied as well, so...
Oh my god, I completely missed that. So we're gonna see how Jasmine, it looks like Elmo, what are you doing? He's in lobby by himself. He actually combined somehow with Paulson and Cookie to do a shit ton and take down Riot, so, you know, terrible situation, and Silver actually does go down, so it's all for naught as... Good old process stalemate. It looks like we're going to see Dork getting a bit friendly on Elmo here. Just holds that W key and completely demolishes him, but will back out because, you know, why bother taking risks in this game? He is actually still kind of pestering Paulson a little bit, but nothing of note as the Uber is led on Sam, but he can't do anything. They get the sticky gun, but he misses about 5 shots on Dave, who eventually forces, but God, that was a bad Uber push.
Yeah, I like the idea of trying to go in when they had the 2 picks and get that trade going, but they went in with that sentry totally unsighted, meaning they had to deal with that before they could even start looking at Dave and addressing the Uber. So now we got both scouts down for the Headcavers team, and Jasmine's combo's coming out of door 1 here. Bit of soldier aggression coming out from both of the Headcavers soldiers, but Jasmine are doing a really good job of zoning them out, and they're going to get Enrith. Riot's about to go down as well. Silvo's chasing into Sewer, but like really, really, really clean push out there from Jasmine.
Yeah, Silvo just, you know, really heads up aggressive play, and Paulson with a nice aggressive bomb on top of crates here allows Elmo and Silvo to get more space, and this is going to be a completely clean mid-take for the side of Jasmine, so really, I mean, basically the perfect transition. Ubers will even up into this next stalemate, but I mean, you can't be too angry if you're Jasmine coming out of a last situation like that.
No, really, really cleanly done. Just trickling those picks and managing to pick up a couple of points off it. Silvo's going from out what the Americans call Al-Qaeda now, Elmo's doing the fake bomb in. They're actually double committing onto this. Doge eats a fair bit of damage, but is not going to be popped off there. I think Silver, one of their landing positions wasn't quite ideal, and they could have probably got another rocket off there if they just landed a little bit better, but they're going to trade in through IT or the Headcavers, getting onto Paulson, but again, Dave just sort of not getting the immediate attention and able to pop up a much better Uber. The second time already we've seen that. Hurt's going to go down, Riot's going to try and take some space, but he's just really faking in to get Doge out. We'll see what Jasmine try to work off that pick.
Yeah, it looks like Cookie's gonna be aggressive here. I'm not sure if it's a sack in the top. Actually, Silvo in IT has already taken a ton of damage. Elmo gets completely denied, so this push has already been completely destroyed. Paulson goes down. Silvo's not in the fight. He is on no HP waiting for a pack. Elmo goes down. Cookie is lucky to survive. It looks like, no, Silvo will back out in the end. So just Jasmine delaying that way too long, and just like really nice spam from Headcavers, but at the same time, like, there was literally no coordination coming out of Jasmine, and oh my god, are you kidding me?
Should have hit it.
Should have hit it.
No, that second fight was actually off the back of Enrith living. Doge hit a really nice, it was going to be a pretty easy air, like, arrow to hit, but if Enrith had gone down there, he held traps for such a long time that it eventually took down Paulson, and they invested a lot of, like, effort into trying getting him down, and he just didn't die, meaning that Headcavers had the better end of that exchange. Hurt's bombing in here, double soldier bomb.
Really nice from Riot as well, following up perfectly, completely demolished by Paulson. They will end up getting Cookie and the 4, so, I mean, they lose their lives, but they get a pick and the Uber out, so pretty nice bomb coming out from the
Cookie found a hat.
And, oh, no he didn't. Warrior Spirit is the heavy gloves, the bear mitts. Isn't it?
Is it?
I think, yeah, it's the bear mitts.
I don't know.
No excitement here, dude. No excitement here. This is a no fun zone.
full Uber ad for head cavers. They look like they're just sort of going to slowly take it in through choke. High bomb coming out from Silvo, but it's just a fake. He's going to try and draw some players back into sewer, but he's going to get melted immediately by Hertz and Dork. Going back to clean him up, and with Cookie already building a sentry on last, it looks like no force coming in, but they are going real quick with this head caver.
Cookie had a sentry on up about 25 seconds ago, and again, they're only just noticing it now. It will get spammed out, but basically the entire Uber's gone. But Enric has free reign over the point, but he's not doing anything. Eventually the bomb from Right and Hertz will come in, but they've waited so long. A nice sticky trap will take out Lau, and there we go. The damage finally comes in. I felt like they could have got that last point a bit cleaner. Like, Dave was on kind of the precipice of getting Uber there. I don't know why they delayed capping the point that much, if they were just kind of frag hungry, but I mean, in the end, they get the round, so, I mean, you know.
Yeah, the collapse came in when it needed it to, so all's well and ends well, I guess. Second mid, let's see who gets utterly destroyed this mid. Nobody, Silvo's not going for the full fast rollout, and Riot's sort of committing into IT.
I don't think they know he's there.
Like, yeah, they wouldn't have been able to get much side. They're just going to track down Silvo when he tries to go aggressive, and this just Jasmine aggression is not working. They're caught out in a kind of awkward spot trying to leave IT. I think Paulson's doing his best to start a step and probably just delay for Dave to get out. He probably could have lived there realistically.
Enrif was also so unlucky. He had some random, like, just complete blind pipes that were shot heading into sewer, and they missed getting Dave and Elmo by like a whisker. Like, it would have just been a sick 2k if, you know, luck had gone his way. But I mean, again, just, I mean, Riot's early bomb didn't do that much. In the end, it was actually Hertz aggression that really forced Jasmine out there. But
yeah, and the staggered soldier aggression from Jasmine wasn't that good either. Silvo like got chipped down to absolute hell, and then Elmo was just sort of by that point committing by himself because Silvo just had done absolutely nothing, and it was just hard for them to get any space on the mid. Even Uber's situation, Dave's been doing a really good job of surviving, like recognizing when to get out in a lot of these fights. Paulson's got some traps up in the lobby. Riot's kind of playing like, yeah, he's challenging him, and Paulson's West Australian ping lets him down there. Right, but they're just going to walk in and get Riot anyway, so we'll probably see a counter-sack play coming out here any second. And Cookie's just going to get mulched by Enric, so I mean, see if there's any off-classes, I guess.
Hopefully. I mean, that's a pretty low IQ play from Cookie. Like, you don't just run through that choke without at least some expectation that you're going to either get a rock to the face or there's just going to be 5 sticky bombs there, so I don't really know what he was thinking. And there we go, we do see Riot up on Sniper, which may as well be his main other than Soldier. Is he going to go through door
Soldier's his main, so that makes sense. Yeah, it looks like they're opening up door 1, but Dave's not even there. Silver's going to try and counter-snipe him.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, you know, Silver's very solid DM, but you have to favour Riot here. He's just kind of, you know, got the chops. He has started rotating lower. No, he's going to go through rollout, which actually might give him a really good angle. Gets a sightline onto Lau, but it's not enough, as we'll just kind of see Elmo hopping around in lobby here for a while, as Silvo's going to rotate too, and good old Stalemates, who doesn't love them.
Alright, well there we go, we get a bit of a trade. Silvo goes down to the Sniper. I really like this, I really like this hold from Jasmine, but as they lose that pick, they've lost their Sniper, and now they're having to give up lobby a little bit. Elmo and Paulson combine with like Cookie offering some chip shots there to take down the Sniper. Dork is going to eat Cookie in a 1v1 up there. Paulson trying to follow up. Enrith's just managing to get on a slither of health as well into IT, so we're going to see a very like tentative stalemate reset here. Riot's going to come back up on the Soldier, no more sniping for him, but that could have been like very bad. There are a lot of low health players and just 1v1 duels that went Headcaver's way there, really, that could have spelled disaster otherwise.
Oh, we've actually got Cookie up on the Spy, but I think he's just, by the looks of it, he's just off classing, so they will know that Riot, we will know we have a standard lineup going here, so again,
Silver's hiding in door 2, he should be able to kill Dork here, but he's instead bounced in.
Okay,
he gets one shot into Dave,
that was rough.
Isn't able to get
Riot actually taking a lot of damage, same with Hertz, so if Jasmine wanted to be aggressive, they had a fantastic opportunity, and yeah, Silver is taking it, gets suspended midair, actually gets the surf into choke point, but his rocket hits the ramp as Doge is able to get just enough elevation to avoid it, and I mean, I really like that aggressive bomb coming out from Silver. It was the right idea. You had no soldiers from Headcavers that could do anything. And with that, yeah, Sam and Hertz just a bit overconfident there, and surely if you're Jasmine, you push out with this, and it looks like Cookie is going to lead that charge. Lucky again, just to miss the type of Enrif, who's been a bit unlucky with some of his shots so far, but it looks like, yeah, they're going to get an uncontested second point here. And Cookie standing completely still, takes a really dumb horizontal rocket, but not enough to finish him off, so...
the aim doctor's up on his aim main, so we'll see how this goes. He's sniping from on the point. I think he's going to try and go either take the choke angle or climb on top of the point. He's going to climb on top of the point. So Sam Sniper is a very, very scary thing, as you'd know if you'd seen how much he's won best util, despite him barely ever playing util.
Oh, actually,
but Dave is completely safe though. He's like tucked up away on bats.
Yeah,
and they're gonna find this out now.
Hertz came in with a nice little skip through choke, rotating back through sewer. So yeah, they would know that pretty good intel now that yeah, Dave's nowhere to be seen. And again, you kind of expect that from Dave. He is land record wasn't the best, but online. Oh my god!
Big
really?
peek, and he
oh
gets Cookie.
God,
okay, I saw something pop up in the kill feed. I got excited there.
Yeah, that was a lot of soldier aggression that led to nothing. Silver, what are you doing? He literally
puts a big
into
rocket into Enrith though.
Yeah, he jumps into the skybox and somehow makes it work. But here we go, a really nice counter attack coming in from Riot, who walks into Silver without firing a shot. Questionable. And Dork goes down as well, so, I mean, if you're Jasmine, especially with the sniper on their field... Oh my
nice
god,
rocket by
Elmo!
Elmo.
That is fucking crisp. But no, Enrith just... Oh no,
check the sticks on choke, man, and he's gonna get 3 now, and that's gonna be a...
Enrith, you were good at Demo Man, and Jasmine, you were bad at the basics of TF2.
That's really rough, because I think they committed a lot of players to like trying to chase those overcommitted head cavers players after they dropped a lot of their players, but they just, yeah, in their haste, didn't check the stickies. Doge is going to come up on maybe like a 30% an ad, and they're building this hard, so they should want to go off this. Lau's up in the engineer, that's the only off class they're really getting. Paulson's putting up some pretty defensive traps, honestly, so it's not like, I don't think they're going to be finding any picks like, in advance or anything like that.
Yeah, I'd prefer he put them up in lobby rather than just on door 2. I mean, I get why he's doing it, but I feel like you kind of have to just hope you get an early pick. It looks like we're going to see the double scout lead, and maybe we've got Dork being really aggressive. No, it will lead on Enrith. Clutch over Sam. They get the central gun immediately. Sam just stands on the point, and there we go. From what looked like a fantastic opportunity to Jasmine pull out a round, I mean, Enrith is good at Demo Man, dude. He's got good game sense, completely destroys the combo of Jasmine, and off the back of it, Headcavers get their second round.
Yeah, you don't just have to shoot doorways, you can also shoot like open areas. Silvo's going to roll out fast again, he's not been discouraged after that first mid. He's going to like play a little bit footsie with Riot over there around the blue pack, but nothing's going to come of it. Pretty passive posturing from both teams early, but Paulson's going to come forward and take the point. Headcavers are a little bit more backed up here, but Riot's going to try and take some space. Elmo's going to go down trying to get aggressive, and Paulson's just on an island on the point while Riot takes down Cookie.
I don't
Silvo's going to try and salvage, he's getting scoped down so low, but again...
Like, it's nice follow-up, but what was Paulson doing that forward on point without a medic or a scout by his side? Like, I get Elmo was aggressive there, but you don't follow up when, like, you've got one soldier being vaguely aggressive when your other soldier can't commit to the fight.
I don't know if that's exactly what happened. I think, like, I get the idea that they were trying to coordinate their aggression, but I think Riot did a really good job of drawing, like, Cookie's eyes away from Paulson and just sort of, like, splitting where they wanted their combo to be. Paulson's getting a little bit aggressive here in the top of bats, just trying to find that Riot pick in IT, but Riot's managing to squeak away, and so they're just going to reset here. Again, Dave recognizing those situations and managing to live through mid. Cookie goes down, which is interesting. They were really aggressively posturing there in lobby, and Hertz is going to come in for a little bit of a counter. He eats a nice rocket from Elmo. Is going to get finished off by Paulson, so we'll see if that just sort of resets out now. I would have sent a 2-man there if I was Headcavers though. You've got the pick, you can even you can invest more resources into that.
Yeah, Paulson was trying to get a bit cheeky there out of door 1, but I mean, all of Headcavers was kind of standing on the point and immediately spotted him, so he wasn't able to get anything.
They're still poking so aggressively here. This is like a really interesting. I don't mind. Smart enough to like not be going for stat pads, obviously. Touch wood, but like. Yeah, no, really, like, rotating the spam over to lobby now, really proactively looking to shut down any angle that any of the Headcavers players can get. I don't know if they're anticipating a sniper or anything, or just trying to preemptively...
Right,
oh, Silver's behind. Silver's on spy. I didn't spot that.
Yep, he's coming in now. He goes for her. And gets him, I don't dislike... I mean, it's tough. I don't dislike that pick, because this has actually been doing a lot of pressure into lobby for Headcavers, so... You know, worst case scenario, you know, he trades out there and then you know, they just get a moment of solace. And they do lose Sam as well, but Cookie and Fozzlm were taken a bit down, so they're a bit delayed in being able to get any sort of forward aggression here. Lau and Elmo will kind of peek their respective doorways, and actually they're committing to this. But Hertzen with a massive bomb, and him and Riot combined, and I think that was 2 synced rockets from Riot and Hertz hitting Dave at basically the exact frame, and he drops. He's down.
Dave, from where he was in the top of like bats coming out of lobby, had no line of sight on that.
Oh my
God! Drop Doge with the body shot into door 1 though. They decide to come through the smallest possible door. On their point.
Yeah, they had 4 players standing on point there, and like
who needs Uber? Jasmine, I guess. But
yeah, that was rough. Again, lovely coordinated bomb coming out from Riot and Hertz. So like, I think that's one of the nicest synced rockets I've seen in a while. And the Silvo, fantastic body shot to retaliate, but I mean, Jasmine had like most of their players dead. So we see Riot getting up on the crates with Hertz pretty early, so they've got some nice height advantage for their scouts to work with, but Dork immediately backs out with Sam, so both teams just deciding, hey, we'll take this one a bit slow, and there we go, Lau with that first pick, which allows Silvo to push towards point. He gets another one onto Riot, and I believe, no, they're the only 2 picks that went down, so a really nice mid-fight from Lau, as Silvo will take on Hertz. And we get the Roma special as Elmo flubs his jump, but you know, it's still enough to force Doge in and rip out. So really nice mid-fight coming out from Lau, and I don't get why Headcavers decided to play that so passively when, you know, a nice coordinated soldier play did them so well for the first 2 mid-fights.
Yeah, they looked aggressive really early, but they were just able to get their picks sort of, their aggressive players picked off there. Riot's going to be sniping. I just want to call you out on a quick bit of incorrect analysis that you've done there, though, because Elmo definitely didn't flub that jump. He's just taking a leaf out of the bygone book of Soul, the Soul Pocket Soldier from back in the day, where you just don't need to press crouch to jump, dude. It's just completely ineffective and pointless.
Okay, sorry, Soldier is my, I'm not well versed into the intricate mechanics of high-level primers. We saw Silvo really aggressive.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that was lovely. I mean, you know, most days of the week you'd expect Hertz to pick up that close-range kill, but I mean, that was just a beautiful shot. And Elmo has now scouted out this sentry gun. I'm not a fan of this sentry gun position because of how easy it can be spammed. Elmo has taken down Sam.
They're going to get Riot as well, I think, quite possibly, yeah.
Really nice combination work coming out from Jasmine. There we go. Uber comes out immediately. Paulson focuses down the sentry gun. Elmo gets positioned across the point and immediately destroys Dork. They will clean up that frag, but in the meantime, Cookie has gotten so much point presence, and that is enough. Silvo cleaning up Hertz at the end, and you know, got to credit Silvo and Cookie there for really carrying Jasmine that round to their first win.
Yeah, like, really, really nice last push, but I was just looking at Dave when he was, like, someone must have called play cap, and Dave was just, he was just completely standing still on point. Yeah, I think he had his hand off his keyboard and his mouse. He was just playing clap time like a god, man.
Okay,
Riot's gonna roll out quickly and go into IT, but,
Paulson didn't spot him, again. And Elmo,
he must have. Yeah, they're going back to get him.
And there we go, both soldiers down, Hertz getting taken out as well, again from Lau, who's stepping up his game. After kind of a shaky start, and there we go, Silver with a massive bomb here, so I like that Jasmine have decided to, you know, put in the, oh hey, we can be aggressive too, not playing in a position that's not holding last, and it's actually working out for them.
Yeah, but I think, like, the common factor of these last 2 mids is those soldier picks have, like, been donated, like, in different ways, but they've kind of been left on an island from Headcavers on both of these mids now and just, like, really given themselves, like, easy pickings. Silver's going to go down to Hertz, but I don't think they're really going to care about that. Of all the hit scan mains on Jasmine, I'm sure we can see one of them come up on Sniper. Yeah. Dog's playing the NG on last. Elmo's just sort of the area, but yeah. I think we're just going to see a bit of a reset here now, but Jasmine do only have 12 minutes left to get, they are a 2-round
Silvo
deficit. Silvo and Spy, but Riot's checking him.
Oh, not, okay, Silvo, no, Silvo himself was checking for off-classes, and now he has switched to Sniper.
Are they both going to think that, I hope they both think they have Spies, because that's some cognitive stuff.
Riot stayed on Spy for a while. Riot is still in Spot, so I think he knows now. No, Riot, oh, okay, yeah, so Riot was in Spawn to
be
Spy
some
for, like,
cerebral shit,
that would have been amazing. I think it was like that for like the first 15 seconds. Because I think, yeah, it would have been Silvo seeing Riot. Actually, as we said, that Hertz does bomb in, so this is probably more important. does basically nothing, and Elmo, you know, gets fairly standing kill. But again, you know, if you're hurt, you're not too worried about that death there.
They're bringing a trade in door one here. Fozzlm and Lau bringing this in. They're maybe going to be able to find that pick and roll.
Enrith did so much damage on the scout for even able to get out of the doorway, and Cookie takes a ton of damage too. So yeah, that was Enrith shutting down that push, you know, about 5 seconds before it could happen. Yeah,
Sam's going to rush down Silvo and pressure him out of door one there as well. So I think we're just going to see a bit more of a reset, and we're going to be playing off Silvo for a little while. But Jasmine can't rely on this for too long. He's going to need to start getting some picks soon, because then the clock is against them at this point. He hits a body shot into Hertz on lobby, but they're rotating their heals. Lobby now are head cavers. Hertz is going to get off a ton of damage. He's going to get 2 combining with Enrith. Force is actually going to come in though.
Okay, and they get right as well, so it looked like fantastic situation for
Great
Headcavers
from Dave too.
Completely, yeah, that was a fantastic counter play to what looked like a really nice play coming out of Headcavers. Jasmine basically played it as perfectly as you could hope for in that scenario. Dave, again, like you said, surviving, so this should be a really clean last point, assuming they don't flop it. They pop really early on Paulson. I'm not a fan of that. They wasted about a second just getting through this doorway. Hertz goes in the back line, gets a ton of damage, and is just distracting them. Hertz is surviving for most of this Uber, as Sam on the heavy weapons guy comes out and mows down Paulson. So Jasmine spend a second trying to get through a doorway, and then 5 seconds of the Uber focusing on Hertz. Lau just walks into a heavy gun, right? Cleans up 2 frags. And
Silvo is actually on Spy this time, though.
Oh, that was a terrible last push.
I think like the post Uber was really, really poor, and I think Porcelain's going to be a bit upset with that one. He was caught on the other side of the last point. Like, clearly, I think he would have been. He's going to try and block in here for second, actually, for Silvo, but he's
too late. Yeah,
he's going to die. Yeah.
Oh, gets a really nice arrow from Dave, but yeah, it's not enough. Sam following up that kill. Silvo so far behind enemy lines, but I mean, Doge is pretty vulnerable right now, but he does go through IT. Doge going through the other choke point, but Cookie just takes down Sam and Riot, and he actually walks directly behind Doge, who turns around at exactly the last minute.
Silvo sucks at Spy, man. This is 0 from 2.
Yeah, that was pretty bad, but again, at the same time, Cookie randomly got a whole bunch of frags, so like, it's delaying enough that, you know, Dave is gonna come up with Uber for this second push, so
yeah, it's whether they want to hold it with this pick down, though. And Dork and Elmo are going to be finding each other. Double Soldier Bomb really coming aggressive in.
Oh, they actually...
Yeah, so that all just sort of collapsed into IT there, so that's really interesting. Flank down for Headcavers, and we're going to see Paulson's bombing in again. There are still sticks up and choke. He's going to wrap around back into IT, and Hertz is just going to mulch Cookie.
They get the Uber.
They do get the force, but this is so messy.
Silvo's doing a really good job. He basically distracted Enrith away from the fight, but it's not good enough for Sam. Again, very good at TF2. And
Dave's, caught on an island. He's been forced.
And Silvo, no! Oh my god, Dave! That I don't want to blame Dave for that. I don't want to blame Silvo for that. But I mean, you just blame Jasmine as a collective, because I mean, what the fuck was that?
I'm not trying to like make any judgment calls here, but based off previous patterns of behavior, I think we can throw that one over as a possible Dave error. We'll never know what went on in their comms.
That was, I mean, you know, Sam takes those easy kills, padding his stats. I don't think Sam needs to pad his stats. I think he's doing pretty fucking well for the evening so far, but I mean, it'll take a free couple of kills and an Uber force.
I think it's the immortal words of Cecil, as he once said, Mum, Dave's dropping me. But, time's really against Jasmine here. They've got 6 minutes to make up a couple of rounds. They're on their own last point. They've got Lau up in the engineer, but realistically they need to be doing more of that aggressive posturing earlier, right? It's just going to sack in, but they're going to be happy to just waste down the time doing stuff like this. Headcavers with the position they're in. Silvo's on Spy again, for God's sake, man. He's committing as well. He's out with the Pac-Man.
Paulson goes down, so I mean, he really... this needs to be the greatest Spy. He basically needs to pull off a Hurt Spy. But while I was saying that, Headcavers are being really aggressive here, and he might be able to get Enrith. No, why do you focus the soldier instead of the demo man? I mean, for some reason...
that's really clever though by Cookie. He's actually managed to trade into them in lobby while all of that is happening, like somewhat negating the Paulson advantage, buying him time out to spawn, getting the Ubers out of the way. So that's about like as good a situation as Jasmine could have asked for there. They're going to find Sam committing behind as well, but that's a really heads up play by the Jasmine combo. And now they're going to be looking to push out off that one pick, but they still have an engineer, so it's realistically even players here and positioning for Headcavers, so we'll see what they try and do.
Yeah, and it looks like Cookie just wants to take this by himself. He's got that full buff, and no one on this team is going to support him, so he's going to be isolated on lower, and Hertz just shoots a couple of rockets. Meanwhile, Silvo goes down again to Enrith, and I kind of feel bad for. I feel bad for Cookie because like he's trying to make stuff happen, and the rest of his team are just doing nothing to support him.
I think if you're going to make that play, you need to get your engineer off. You need to just sort of like commit entirely to it. Like trust that with 6 players, you're going to cover all the doors. Silver's got a chip on his shoulder at this point. This is absolutely fucking absurd.
He's full tilted, man.
Yeah, no, this is Sideshow. This is
you never
worse
expect
than
this by 4 times. I think Sam actually bumped in. Yeah, Sam knows. Sam bumped into him by accident. Oh, Silverdogs, you were. This is actually the worst. I've seen some pretty bad Prem Spy. I think this takes the cake. Is he going back?
He's gone back.
You know what?
He's
that is the smartest play Silverdogs has made all game.
Poor guy. He's up on Sniper. He's having a lot more success like that.
Okay, no, Paulson just coming out with the solo Uber. Gets 1 sticky's worth of damage off. Does get the trade as Dork will get taken down by the sentry gun. They get right as well.
Dead.
Yeah, Paulson somehow survives. He really shouldn't have, but this allows Silver to come in and get mulched by Hurt. Elmo coming in a bit too late to do anything there, so I mean, I get why they did that aggressive trade, because they've got no time left to do anything. Elmo putting in work, but it's not enough. Hurt just getting like the easiest 5k of his life so far. And this is pretty rough for Jasmine.
Yeah, I think that's just those, like, clock going against you jitters. Nothing really that they could have been done about that. Wow, malicious hurts, but it gets collapsed on. So it's going to be 4-1 to head cavers. Yeah, a bit of a shame there. Like, I think there was some opportunities for Jasmine to push out there, especially once they had some of the picks, but they'd, like, leaving the sentry on last and sort of just, I don't know. Like, it's a hard point to push out on the best at times, especially when you're under the pump and, like, realistically not pushing up much of an advantage. So I think we're pretty much into dead time here, but yeah, Silver's going to go for an epic headshot on Nuendra, and he's not going to miss it by very much. So Jasmine's going to try and like get some momentum going into product though, because it is such a momentum-based map. So I think they're still going to be playing like to give it their all for the remainder of this map.
Okay, so we had Riot bombing all the way behind, but like ignoring the fact that Jasmine had like moved completely out of the side of mid. He does get Silver, and in the end I think he gets another pick, and it's just Dave alive. And oh, poor guy. But yeah, another pretty easy midpoint for headcavers who, you know, won I think all bar one, maybe 2 midpoints, but I mean the 2 they lost, it was kind of because Riot and Hertz were doing dumb soldier things. But it looks like we're probably gonna get a 5-1 going here as Doge on that 100% Uber advantage, and no off classes from Jasmine. I think they don't even care at this point, as they're literally all sacking into second to go for 6 frag clip plays, and they get none of it. They do get the Uber.
They get one, but they're looking like they're going to get back capped. Ubers are going to be traded out here. Riot's gone last. He's going to get killed on the jump, so he's going to not even go for the air shot on Elmo. That's so disappointing, but it's just the 2 of them left alive on last now. Silver's up on the sniper. Is there a worst util award? I know there's a best util award, because we've kind of got Sam and anti-Sam in the server at the moment.
We can implement one. We'll when we do our award show at the end of the season, we'll do a few custom awards.
Yeah, can you name it after me?
I would be
my legacy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Alright,
worst
yeah,
off class of Prem.
Yeah. Next map's gonna be products though, because this is like truly dead time here. We've only got a little bit left, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, like, because we have so many, like the old what was that team called? Immunity play from back in the day is to run the sniper and then switch one of your, like, switch Yuki on that team over to Scout. So, and with all the scouting talent that they have on Jasmine T, it probably, like, really lends itself to running a sniper if you want, because you've got Elmo, who you can rotate through on Scout, Silver, who can also play Scout, but realistically, like, he's going to be playing Sniper. Cookie can snipe. I assume Lau can snipe. I've never actually seen it, but so that'll be a really interesting, like, sort of dynamic to see there, what they managed to bring to the table as far as some off-classing, but even just purely in terms of the like raw deathmatch on display, it'll be an interesting map to see, as we are taking a win difference here, which is like not indicative of the game as a whole. I think this game was realistically a 3-1 that just capitulated.
Yeah, Jasmine really just gave up. Again, it basically, I think you can just trace it all back to that the debt. Really, I mean, Enrif hitting that debt took away any momentum Jasmine had, and from there, it was a pretty cleaner.
Do we have logs up on the screen, my friends? Yeah, we're gonna bring them up, and should we
Have a lot to talk about.
No, I've only got one thing to talk about,
Yeah,
and
no,
it's
no, I
184.
I have another thing we can talk about. You want to look at a KAD?
Holy, 31.
Yeah, 31 KAD. I thought that's what you were going to talk about. I mean,
No,
Paulson
I'm
sucks.
talking about Paulson 14 and 184 DPM.
I'm gonna talk about the 31 KAD.
Holy.
So
wow.
we handed out.
No, so Doge went even, and Enrith went 19 for 1.
Okay, so I think Enrith wins MVP of map 1. We in agreement with that, buddy?
I'm gonna have a hard time arguing with you, even if I wanted to be a contrarian on this. Jesus Christ. I don't know, like, I want to take this with a grain of salt, because by the end of it, it just sort of, like, was dead time, and I think, if anything this Jasmine team does, it's they'll, like, mess around and have a good time when it's, like, doesn't really matter for them anymore. So, again, this might be, like, a slight exaggeration of what actually happened, but wowee, that is a slam. He only died once.
All I'm saying is...
even in 4 real rounds, he only died once.
All I'm saying is, from these logs, I'm just going to say right now, Enrith is the best demo man currently playing the game. Heard it here first. Someone, make a angsty TFTV post about it, and then, get angry that I'm not talking about how good NA players are, but Enrith, best demo man currently in the game.
Yeah, man. He beeps a weasel. Go, Enrith. We'll scroll down and have a quick look at the heals there. Doge is only Deathless drop, so I'm sure that's something. It was that body shot to Silvo, yeah.
And didn't he drop with the... Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of Dave, who dropped to the perfect sync rockets. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, Doge also very good.
Hertz and Elmo both taking an interesting large amount of heals for Soldier on process as well, but I don't think that's really gonna mean much, especially going into products. I suspect we're gonna see Sam and Cookie both taking a big chunk of heals going into this map. Hertz as well, a very, very good pocket player with a lot of roamer experience. This is gonna suit that sort of Soldier dynamic of head cavers going forward, I think.
Yeah, I'm actually rather than Sam, I think Dork after that first map. I mean, Sam played really well, but I think Dork, in terms of playing around Doge, was terrific. So, I mean, Dork is going to get mad heals this map, and I think Dork... My call is Dork is going to have the highest KD at the end of this map.
As Flank Scout, that's a big call.
As Flank Scout, I think he is going to absolutely demolish.
I think they call that the Eric in NA, which is just somehow no one ever shoots at you, and you just click on dudes. So we'll see how it goes, but... yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Jasmine are going to need to bring something out here, and I think a lot of it is going to come down to sort of supporting Paulson more, because obviously, if you're doing 180 DPM on a very solid demo man map, you're obviously not having the best game in and of yourself, but if he's able to sort of get some help from his team, and especially get some space drawn from his soldiers, because I think they probably just weren't doing a good enough job of really... I don't know, making them prioritize the soldiers as threats on Jasmine. So, and so they always knew, even if there's 2 players behind, we need to look at Paulson, and Paulson's the one that's going to hurt us, not the 2 players behind. So if Paulson's able to get enabled, or if the soldiers can really switch on and coordinate their bombs well, I think Jasmine can be really getting into this map. But yeah, I don't know, they got some ground to make up.
Yeah, and again, I think there's a very non-zero chance that we see Hertz swap over the sniper and end up, getting a 12k on a single life. I mean, this is his... I think Hertz is currently the best, ozfortress player on product. I think that's, not a controversial call to make. He just plays this map better than anyone, no matter what combat class he's on, but sniper, he always hits the fucking craziest sightlines, so if it comes to that, I think Hertz is going to go massive. Silvo will swap over to sniper, and then probably tilt when Hertz keeps dominating him, and then go for dumb plays.
I have no idea if any of that is going to happen. I have no authority to say, but we are going live now to mid one, so I want to talk... Oh, yeah, no, okay, we are going live now. No off classes off the bat. I think that's the best way to play Process Min unless you're really, really desperate. So we're on the way. We're going to see Paulson taking a slightly mirrored rollout to Enrith. Enrith coming up the slope. Bit of Demo Man spam exchange. Silver going behind through main really, really early. Right's going to jump straight into the guts of the combo, but Doge is going to go down to the Silver soldier behind. Silver's going to get taken down, but no no heals on the board. Hertz is going to go forward, and I think they're just going to get chipped away at the remainder of head cavers, but Dave's going to pick up a kill of his own. Paulson goes down. Silver was the player behind. Really, really good mid, and it came off the back of like making those soldiers behind you dangerous.
Yeah, and I mean Cookie and Lau again, knowing that that's what the soldier pair was doing. Cookie and Lau just played around Dave pretty much as perfectly as you could want for a scout combo. They shut down all aggression.
Silver's on heavy.
Oh, okay, the heavy weapons guy. I kind of like that.
But he's not going to be there in time for this.
No, Sam and Dork have already got the point about 50% captured. Yeah, this is going to be a completely free cap on the side of Jasmine, on the side of head cavers who don't have Uber compared to Jasmine who do.
Yeah, Riot's going to get traded down, so I think they're going to be happy to like turn over the cap now that the players are even. And they've they finally shuffled their heavy up into position.
There's no one's capping! Was that
they're going to delay for spawn time. Hertz has gone behind though, and Silver's not up on Soldier to be able to chase him behind, so Elmo's like going to look at him. I don't know if that was a force or a Paulson called really aggressively. Hertz is going to go down behind him, but Paulson's not going to get caught by the Uber.
If that's a Paulson call, that was a terrible... He's gone for a lot of... This entire night so far has gone for a lot of Cadus bombs, and I think the most I've seen him do is hit 2 stickies. Like... Wait, they get Doge? How did... What?
I don't know, man. I've just been on the heavy cam for the last 2 minutes. It's been a great time. Oh wow, big collapse coming out. Enrith is just going to pump out damage onto the point, like going forward into Jasmine. He's going to get that help heavy, which is going to be a nice padding of his damage stats. Paulson's going to die really late here, except for he's not. So Cookie's actually going to be able to bail him out there. Paulson's like on very little health over at Cliff. Is going to live, and off those 2 picks with the spawn advantage, Jasmine will be pushing straight back in here. That's something that like you will see a lot of in this high-level process gameplay, is like playing that spawn advantage. They're going to recap it immediately. Silver's up on Sniper now. I think he's going for the best util award, but you need to actually like be good at the utils to get it. I don't know if anyone told him that part, just not most utils.
I mean,
he's having a grand old time, so power
Silver, he is a good sniper. He's just not good when he's playing Spy out of process. And just as I compliment him, Dork completely annihilates him and Elmo.
That was such sick flank coordination there.
Yeah, that was Dork absolutely destroying it. And that's a wipe. That is a clean wipe coming out from head cavers. And I'm giving that entire wipe credit to Dork. Well done, man.
That was just such sick flank aggression. We're going to see the forward hold coming out here. The classic Jasmine, the Froyo-Tech blueprint for the forward hold. Enrith's actually going to stick up main and Cliff. Like, this is very, very reminiscent of like a Froyo-Tech type play. Cookie's out on the Pyro. Elmo's going to go down to Riot, peeking main really aggressively, but Riot's going to get traded out by Silvo immediately. Cookie the Pyro does go down, but he is going to successfully break the forward hold. Bomb coming in from Silvo, he just gets levitated, and no force coming out after that forward hold break either. So they're probably just going to happily sit back behind the point and reset their hold here, head cavers.
Yeah, it looks like Elmo's just going to peek from up top here, not really make anything of it, just getting a bit of ill-tail. Okay, a bit of a bomb coming out, but Hertz and Sam will immediately shut that down, get lost. Paulson actually jumps in behind, but they know he's there, so they're just going to kind of let him do his thing. It's Riot!
Oh, Paulson should never leave the ground again, man.
Oh my god. I mean, they get the Uber force, but like, I mean, you take that if you're head cavers. You take it just for that Paulson kill.
Oh, 100%. Silver's up on Sniper, pushing out of a forward hold with full Uber advantage, and they've also got a Pyro.
Okay, Elmo with a really nice bomb to kind of give space to his team and get Sam, so this is kind of what they need. Okay, Hertz will force out the Uber, but it's a free cave.
And Doge should be able to get out.
No, Dork gets caught in, so really nice work. But Enrith again with this.
But Elmo got. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the decision from Doge there, honestly. He could have backed out with his other 2 players and like given Doge some scout speed, so he wouldn't have got caught by that soldier bomb. So they're going to delay the spawns to get their own the cap to get their own spawns, Jasmine. But like, yeah, that was like yeah, just off the back of a Headcaver's error, made a really, really good situation for Jasmine. They're going to re-aggress though, spawn advantage off Uber. Silver's up on Sniper though, so they're going to have to shut him down. He's taking that angle up on China at the moment, and they're going to see some aggression onto Cliff from one of the blue soldiers. Sam's going to take some forward aggression. Okay. Yeah. Silver's going to take down Riot behind, but Hertz going to get Dave.
That was a really nice, like, mid-range rockets from Hertz. He wasn't even that close, but Doge gets completely domed by Silvo, so he's putting in work. Elmo and Sam will trade on the flank there, so Dork has to get out. So Silvo really completely turning the tide of that fight there. Lovely headshot to take down Doge and reclaim Jasmine the point as they have 50 seconds left on the clock to Headcaver's 10.
Yeah, even Ubers as well. So this, like, realistically, with the time, the way that it is, this does suit Headcavers at the moment. We're going to see the soldiers just... I really, really like this sort of soldier coordination coming out of Headcavers. We're going to see Hertz sort of fade in and Riot then commit behind off the back of that. And Hertz is going to get space.
Oh my god,
going to hit a nice air shot onto Riot, but he's going to die for it. But again, just like, all of this coordinated play is going to buy so much space for Enroth just across the point and completely lock Jasmine out. Yeah, Hertz is just posted up on China. They're all going to die. Nice pipe on Enroth, but it's not going to be enough. Close rounds and like real signs of life coming out of Jasmine there, but like the soldier aggression and the flank aggression between Riot and Dork has just been so sick so far from the Headcavers.
Yeah, Dork is really, I mean, he played well map 1, you know, he was a solid performer. Kind of hard to do that, you know, take the limelight when you've got a demo man doing what Enroth did, but Dork really putting in a solid night. Elmo gets completely annihilated off the bat by that demo man himself. Dave goes down to Riot. Silver and Cookie lose their lives too. Lau is the only player so far managing to get a pick. Paulson is caught out. Lau is going to get sniped by Enroth, and so another fantastic mid coming out from Headcavers. That was just, wasn't aggressive mid, it was just like a nice team play, and it just kind of, they let Jasmine feed in one by one and kind of just slowly pick them off. Yep,
Silvo's on Spy. Oh, that's my casting duty though.
No, Silver, we like, you were good on Sniper that round. You killed
He's in
Dave.
position now. I don't know if they're gonna like, I don't know if they're gonna suggest it. He's actually discussing once. They've got the Spy distraction. He's actually got it. This
Silver
is
Dog.
This is the redemption. 1 from 5, dude. 1 from 5.
It's all worth it, but Bright actually had a chance to completely demolish Paulson, who will take him out. I don't think he realized how low he got Paulson and Dave there. He could have followed in and probably got 2 really easy frags. Silver himself dropping a WTF, and I mean, kudos, man, you know, we've been hard on you, but that warms the cockles of my dead heart.
Just a testament to what repeated blunt force effort can get you in life. We're going to see a recontest here. Silvo is up on Sniper now because he hasn't quite had his pick.
Oh my god,
nice shot onto Dork. Go over the flank, and that's going to shut down an egg. Flank play, and with a pipe down Lau, but Riot and Sam are still combining on that flank, combining behind. Like, even with Dork down, this just flank play, like the coordination between Riot and the rest of his team has just been the difference maker.
Riot has been able to jump onto this left side from Headcaver's perspective completely free for the past maybe 5 lives. Like, he is just getting that side of the map completely for free. In the end, you know,
and he gets Dave.
Yeah, Riot is doing some terrific, you know, this is currently his playground right now. Like, no one from Jasmine is keeping him in check. Elmo occasionally bumps into him, but not as often. And then we go,
Riot's winning the duels.
And Paulson not checking the point and gets taken out by a Sticky Trap. But in saying that, Lau, Silver, and Cookie combined for about 4 kills. Elmo finished off with Sam as well.
Spawn snipe. Silver's going to go spawn snipe. Is he going to hit Doge? No, he's not. He's finally gets seen. He should get taken down, chased out by Riot.
That was another thing where, like,
he's going down A. This is brilliant. I'm not leaving Silver's can for the rest of the cast, man.
Jasmine didn't deserve to come out of that earlier fight with a point, but, like, Cookie is very good, and Sam takes a really early pipe, so, like, has to back out. So, you know, maybe a few things starting to go Jasmine's way as there are about a 50-second deficit on the side of Headcaver. Paulson and Lau and Cookie are eating so much damage, though, and a really nice follow-through coming out from Sam and Dork. That was a beautiful pop from Doge. I mean, maybe you could say it, like, wasn't needed, because in the end, they survived, but for the amount of frags you get there, like, yeah, I get it, and as they delay caps for their players, so, I mean, that was just good aggression and DM coming out from Headcavers.
Yeah, they're going to try and bust out Cliff here at Jasmine, but they're just sort of having a good old demo man stare down, and they're going to think better of it now. Rotating over to main, Cookie's pushing Riot, but Riot's going to get... Riot's going to mulch Cookie as the pop's coming out, and Paulson again is just in the skybox so deep with these Ubers, and he's not managed to achieve anything. But Riot's going to be up on the collapse on the flank, and he's going to get Dave again with a really nice follow-up rocket. Yeah.
That was lovely. I mean, it was currently
he was caught in the corner, but like...
Yeah, it's still to like flick your aim like that. I mean, right now it is a Dork and Sam show, but I mean, Riot is... I think he's been the flashiest player so far from Headcavers while putting in solid work. Like, it's not like his peaks have been like garbage. And we will see Silvo trying to get on space for his team.
That is not weird off class from him. But yeah, again, he's just like, it's so much not followed up by the rest of his team. When you see Riot going forward in the way that Silver just did, there is so much coming in behind it. But Sam is just gonna like, they're gonna demolish Jasmine in that door, man. Like,
I don't know why he let Dave live there. Like, he could have followed through that choke point and get a clean 2-shot. I mean, in the end, like, doesn't matter because they've got only 5 seconds left on the clock. But that aggression from Sam was like absolutely beautiful. As Dork will clean up Cookie on the cliff, Hurt's cleaning up Silvo, and I mean, a bit of, you know, fight coming out from Elmo in the end, but again, it's the Sam and Dork show who just completely annihilated Jasmine in that final fight there.
Yeah, and like the soldier aggression from Jasmine has just not quite been as fluid. Like, you will see sort of Elmo will go in and die. Silver's rolling out to mid on Sniper, by the way, so I think you can sense they're getting probably a little bit desperate. Riot's going to commit in here behind. He's going to find the Sniper and actually hit a really nice rocket from Elmo from a really passive position. Elmo. Hertz is going to go down, so that's that soldier aggression taken off, and they're going to run for the hills. Headcavers, Dork's trying to get out main, but Enric is going to get collapsed on by Cookie. Cookie's going to find both of them combining with Elmo in main, but again, like, doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Doge got out, spawn advantage in favor of Headcavers now with an Uber situation. It's just about finding the pressure onto Silvo now so that they can get some space and try and get a good trade-off.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice to see Jasmine finally look comfortable on a mid, but again, how much was just the fact that Riot kind of, I think he got a bit unlucky with one of his jumps. Oh, Paulson finally hitting a very nice sticky trap onto Hertz up on that cliffside there. So again, another good sign for Jasmine, because it has been these soldiers that have completely dictated the fight, as we will get an Uber force coming out on point here. It does go slightly in favor of Dave, as it looks like we're going to get following from Elmo, who completely annihilates Doge. But while that's happening, Riot and Sam clean up about 4 players between them, as Enric will clean up Silvo. So what looked like a fantastic Uber for Jasmine is completely negated by the flank of Headcavers yet again.
Doge did go down during that fight, and Dave did live, but like, again, the post-Uber collapse was really, really nice, and Silvo was in a position where he's not really going to be achieving anything.
Hertz did not deserve that. Is Hertz? No, you... Okay, I was about to say, if he lived there, that would have been... And Elmo not happy. There we go. This is I think that's actually the first angry Elmo chat message we've had all map. Either of the maps, actually. So, momentous occasion here, as we will see Cookie and Lau getting very aggressive on point. Lau taking about as much damage as you can take without dying, as we will... There we go. Silvo gets Sam, which is allowing Cookie a lot of time on the point here, and looks like Jasmine will... Yep, they will reclaim the point and continue their time advantage here.
Yeah, Jasmine played that patiently. They knew that Silvo had shown himself really early, and they knew exactly what the sightline he was taking while it did Headcavers, so they're just sort of having to play out of that sightline, let Paulson take some ground gradually in. Yeah, clean take of the thing. Dave's going to have Uber advantage that is going to even out slightly, so again, spawn advantage for them, and we're just going to see how they opt to take this trade, and this is what worked really, really well for them last time. I'd almost like to see Silvo taking some more passive positioning here, because the collapse was just so effective from the last time. So if he can get entry frags while this Uber trade is happening, it would have been perfect. But Hertz is just going behind again. He's going to get cleaned up, but he's done so much damage and forced them so far back. So
this could work though, because a lot of Headcavers haven't actually really capitalized on that work from Hertz, and Riot gets taken down as well. Sam eating a lot of damage, and Enrif having to be forced completely out of the fight, who does get cleaned up by Cookie. Dork will clean him up in the end, but we're seeing Lau follow it up and doing really nice work. Will back out as Paulson hits a nice long-range pipe. Lau eventually loses his life there, but Hertz, you're right, did so much work to start off that Uber trade, but the rest of Headcavers didn't really capitalize on it all. I mean, in the end, they're going to retake the point, but not after Jasmine has got significant time advantage. They're at about minute 30 seconds in the lead right now?
Yeah, they are, and this has definitely been the round that they've looked the best. Fozzlm was trying to get a little bit aggressive there, but he was out of sync with his team, so he's just going to go meet them back up on cliffs. Ilvo taking that angle from the bottom of the cliff here is going to force the headcavers to play back behind the point. Paulson's going to try for another bomb move, but he's going straight in onto Doge, who's very, very close to Wiethoofd. He's might not be able to get it. Cookie is...
Elmo come in really late. Oh, but there we go. No, the Uber just using the worst possible time for Elmo's bomb move. I mean, I liked his idea there. As Silvo and Lau go down, and that is... I'm not sure if it's a wipe, because I think Paulson spawned like half a second before they died, so you can't quite claim the 6k there, but it's as good as, and what again was looking such a fantastic position for Jasmine. They're kind of... I'm not saying they're throwing it away, because Headcavers are just that good of a team that it's not really a throw, but things looking rough, and yet again, Riot is in completely for free. Like, how many times has this been that Riot is just allowed to
and he's done so much damage in there as well, just dropping down. He was on absolutely no HP, but he's just done so much work. Hertz is going to just fly in from the heavens and follow up on that damage. Lau and Cookie just on a slither of health between them, and yeah, Elmo rightfully asking in chat, how do you survive that, because Hertz was on no health and was able to get off so much free damage when he should have been cleaned up.
I just want to know who like... I mean, you gotta put the fault on someone here, on or a couple of players on the side of Jasmine for not looking at the flank. There is, you know, they're just getting desperate and going for these hyper aggressive players. Of course, in Elmo, they will get the fort, get taken out. Silvo down as well. So, you know, the best thing to come out of it is Dave has about a 30% Uber advantage, but it's not enough with the time remaining. You know, Headcav is super aggressive, holding really far forward here. You know, they're not even... Jasmine aren't even going to have the time to get out of last, especially with a Pyro. They need someone who can actually get to the point. Cookie just gets annihilated in this point.
Reflect air shot. I mean, guys in the air. So craters, that was a bit of fun. But
does it matter? Paulson goes into the hyper aggressive bomb. You know, Dork will go down, but like again, actually, what? Okay, they're getting the point. That's unexpected. Paulson and Lau somehow do enough to survive here, and they will actually cap this at... Nope. Enrif puts us up to Paulson, but Cookie, are you gonna get it? There we go. Elmo's the one who gets that +2 cap points to his stats, but I mean, Headcavers are just gonna instantly retake, so it's all for naught.
The Clap's coming into the point. Cookie's going to find Riot. They're desperately holding on here at Jasmine. They're managing to zone them back, but Cookie overextends there, tracing that door frag, and I think that'll probably be all she wrote with the Hertz and Enrith Claps coming in, so that's 3-0.
Okay, so the point I was trying to get to before that weird fight happened, I mean, you know, free end in the end to Headcavers, well done, they take both maps pretty convincingly. Like, how do you allow Riot that consistently when you know he's probably the best soldier in Prem right now, and probably, you know, the best, if not best, jumper in all of Prem? How do you just allow him to essentially have a quarter of the map free entirely to himself to do whatever the hell he wants, and consistently get behind your combo or your sniper without putting, like, any resistance on him? Like, the only time he was counted was when Elmo happened to be going back for a health back or something. Like, it's just lazy team play from Jasmine. I think that's the only way of putting it.
It's just, I don't know, the focus fire wasn't there. I don't know if you can call it lazy with just sort of the way that this Jasmine team plays. Silvo spent the majority of that map on sniper, as we can see from the stats there. Paulson at least redeeming himself a little bit from his adventure on last map, but Enrith just sort of picking up where he left off, doing ungodly amounts of damage and barely ever dying on top of that.
Yeah, and my prediction of Dork getting the best KD on the server not coming through, because again, Enrif really good at surviving, as is Sam, both finishing up on 4.0 KADs and 3.0 and 2.8 respectively. So again, Enrif
25 for 9 from Sam, that's so sick.
Yeah, that was a fantastic performance. Enrif again just set at the start of the map, best demo in the world right now. And I mean, he's just like, there's not really a counter to him. He not only is his DM amazing, he plays around his team so well that, like, he just doesn't get caught out. You can't really isolate him. So you're relying on something like Silvo hitting him with a snipe from across the map, or like a fucking crazy coordinated double soldier bomb or something, because, like, he's just that good.
Yeah, and he's got like a really good crop of players that are like really organized surrounding him. And we saw the organization coming out there on a lot of those collapse plays, like the post Ubers for like head cavers across both maps were consistently really good. yeah, just all around really, really good team play, and they're going to be. I don't know what the rest of Prem's looking like, and I'm not planning on finding out anytime soon. But they're gonna. I imagine they're going to be like really, really hard to beat come finals. They're looking really, really strong.
Yeah, there's probably only the Rocky team. Butterfly Defect is probably the only team that can really challenge them. But like, that team should have completely wiped Jasmine. I think it was 2 weeks ago, but they dropped around to them. So even that team isn't looking super solid right now. So yeah, I think it is the Hurt Circle Jerk yet again that's looking to take another Prem title.
But the Rocky team just lost both maps to the team they were playing against on the other stream. So the Redcoat team.
Ooh.
Interesting. Huh. This will be fun come finals.
Okay, yeah. Things gonna get suddenly a lot interesting here. Wait, no. Did I mean the Redcoat team was gonna? I might be mixing those teams up. I haven't got a clue what you meant, man. So, look, dude, I don't know either. I'm just talking and hoping people don't actually pay attention to what I'm saying.
Fair enough, but yeah, no. Closer games like at points than the logs made it look, but Headcave is definitely on top across both maps. So
yeah, very, very comfortable victory across the end of it, and again, a lot of it coming off the back of just the fact that, I mean, Enrith, best of man of the game, right? Very good soldier. Hurts knows how to play pocket in like the modern style of pocket, where you're basically a roamer, but occasionally, take Ubers. Dork and Sam, really good scout combo, and Doe's just mechanically a good medic. So, yeah, really nice team play. Jasmine, they had their moments, but in the end, it was all for Nord, and the old gamers, they're not the spring chickens they used to be, and they just can't keep up with the kids.
Yeah. Sounds about right. I don't know how old any of these people are, really.
Neither do I.
But, yeah. All right. Thanks for having me back for casting one, dude. I plan on never doing it again, but it was fun.
Excellent. It was fun. It was fun.
I'm giving you the wrap up because I don't know what to say.
Look, I'm just gonna thank everyone for tuning in yet again. I believe we had a cast going on TF Live TV 2 at the same time, but I think that's just wrapped up. So, I mean, if you were kind of flicking between those, thank you again. You can watch the VOD either right now on Twitch or when we upload it to YouTube in the near future. Thanks to both teams for...
Can I give a shout out to ozfortress stats as well? Sean's pet project. Check it out. Compare you to your friends. Call each other shitters. It's a good time.
It has. I mean, he is the best stat man in the game right now. Yeah, definitely follow it. Really nice stuff coming out from him. Thank you to Wiethoofd, legend of production, doing great work. And yauch, again, I'm sorry for dragging you out here, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity.
I could, but I didn't. So here we are. Thanks everyone for coming out tonight.
Thanks everyone.
I'm not pronouncing my name. That's been Foz. Wiethoofd's been production. This was two teams playing against each other in Australia. Thank you very much. Good night.
Good night.
I actually forgot the team names.
Dude, that made it better. That was perfect.